Hey everybody, good morning. It's Martha at Pause Yoga and Fitness, and today let's work on some balance. So I've got a quick all standing balance workout for you today. So this is great for if you are young, if you are wise. So just for everybody in all walks of life, whatever you are working on, I think we all need to work on balance. It is good for all of us. But definitely as we do become wiser and wiser, as we age, balance becomes significantly more important because it is just all about fall prevention. I encourage you not to have shoes on for this because when you put shoes on and you're working on balance, you aren't letting those little muscles in your feet strengthen. And so by wearing shoes, those little muscles are going to strengthen, and those are the muscles that are going to help you in everyday life get stronger, so you're able to prevent those falls because you are strong. Your feet are strong, your ankles are strong, you're working on some leg strength, ab strength. So this is all helping you to stand tall, walk, and just function in everyday life. And on that rare moment that you do happen to fall, I think maybe you learn to fall a little bit more gracefully and elegantly, and you aren't going to hurt yourself because as we get older, falling is the quickest way to die. It sounds really dark, but it's so true. You break a hip at a certain age and you're done, unfortunately, with a lot of people. So on that note, praise God, you are here. Roll out to your mat or just come to your carpet. Absolutely no equipment. You've got a wall if you need it to hold on to. I'm pointing to see, but it's over here. So in my room. So have a chair close by that you can hold on to as well. But let's start with just a nice, real big shoulder roll to the back. So as you inhale through your nose, belly rises. Send those shoulders up, back, exhale it out and down. Let's do a few more. All right. And then I want you to look down at your toes and let's shift weight. Again, this is where you can hold on to something. And I'm going to stand right here so you can see me a little bit better, but you're going to send that leg out and just point and flex. Again, hold on to a piece of furniture or the wall. We're actually just warming up here. And maybe you can take a few circles in your ankle and a few in the other direction. All right, and let's go the other side. Again, point and flex. And our balance can change from day to day based on, if we're tired, circle. We always have that sort of that better side too. So, but yeah, nice big inhale. Let's take a side bend to your right. Nice big inhale. And side bend left. Nice big inhale. One more time. Good, and left. All right, and we're just going to make a fist right here at our chest. Nice and tall, shoulders are back and down. Nice long back too, so you're not arched and you're not tucked. Abs are drawn in. Feet are firmly planted. Legs are nice and strong. And we're going to twist to the right, really engaging. So draw your belly button to your spine. Exhale, twist left. A little bit of core work. Imagine you're holding on to something really heavy here. Soft knees. Good. One more on each. And release. All right, I want you to draw your feet in, big toes to touch in this very narrow stance. Toes are spread. Oop, I just zoomed in. I'm going to come out of it. You stay in it. is. All right, hold, continue to hold in that very narrow stance. And sorry about this. I feel like you could see my feet before and now you can't because it has zoomed in and I can't get it to zoom out. But okay, narrow stance. We're gonna hold and breathe. I'll bring the video camera down just a little bit more slightly. Okay, good. All right, and so from here, next round, we are going to take our right foot just slightly forward and hold, maybe a little wider than a balance beam, and just notice, breathe. Now you can continue to stay here. If you can bump the challenge up, I'm going to come here. You're going to take your foot now directly in front of your left. So now you are definitely on a balance beam. Your arms can come out. I'm really close to this wall right here, so you can hold on to your wall. Breathe. I'm even closing my eyes just for that added challenge. So depending on where you are, sending your gaze somewhere differently can change the balance up for you. So looking directly down, looking straight up, closing your eyes, maybe closing one eye. Get one more breath. All right, and now we're going to change it up. So left leg just slightly out front, but maybe a little off to the left. So not quite a balance beam. We're going to stay here for a few breaths, and you can stay here the whole time if this is what you need. If this is challenging, if you have a lot of wobbling going on, stay here. Relax your toes. Try not to dig in. Stay tall. Abs are drawn in, so balance is core work. Nice and strong right here. Arms can come out for balance too. All right, stay here, or again, we're going to go to that balance beam. So now I got my left foot directly in front of my right. Breathe. Soft knees. I'm a lot more wobblier on this side. Breathe. A few more breaths. And release. Great job. All right, from here, we are going to put all of our weight into our left leg, and we're going to take a kickstand. So my right toes are grounded. It's just my heel is lifted, just like this. Abs again are pulled in. I'm nice and tall and hold. You know, the harder this is, you have no arms. They're by your side, right? You can always bring your arms out for balance. Maybe even, you know, kind of by your side or in. So that's going to be harder. And of course, you can hold on to something, a piece of furniture or the wall. And we're going to hold and breathe. You can even clasp your arms back behind you. Just try not to arch in your back if you're doing that. I'm closing my eyes again. All right, stay here, or this time we're going to go ahead and lift our leg up. So our knee is lifted. Our hips are level though. Don't let this right hip hike up. And we're going to hold for a count of 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. You're going to shake it out. That left leg, you might feel a little bit of burning because it was supporting you and strong and grounded that whole time. All right, we're going to shift our weight now to the right, soft right knee. Foot is grounded, but those toes are not digging in. And our left toes are kind of in that kickstand stance. All of our weight is over here. Set your gaze. Breathe. Just kind of notice this side. stay in this kickstand position or lift your knee. Again, your hips stay leveled and hold, breathe. Good. We're going to hold for a count of 5. Abs are drawn in. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. So something else that helps with strength, with balance is strength. So we're going to break up our balance a little bit and go into a strength move. We're going to take chair pose. So you can bring your feet in together for chair. This is going to be a lot harder because you've got a very narrow stance. If you need a little bit more stability, take a wider stance. Toes, knees, everything's facing the front, hips, belly button. Like you're sitting in a chair, you're going to send your hips back and down. Now maybe you're here, maybe you're here, maybe you're here. Arms are up if you can do that. Abs are pulled in. So you see the difference? I'm arched here. Now I'm engaged. Nice long back. Engage those inner thighs. Draw them in. And we're going to hold. You can always go up against the wall. You can literally hover above a chair if that helps you for 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lift up and come out of chair. And as you do that, you can come to that kickstand position or lift your knee. And we're going to lower back down into chair. And left leg comes up or kickstand and lower. Good. And 3, 2. We'll go one more on each side. And release. All right, from here, we're going to hold balance. Again, kickstand, but this time we're going to add our left arm straight up in the air, our opposite arm and leg. Kickstand or lift it up, and we're going to hold for a count of 5. This arm can be out holding onto the wall or a piece of furniture. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to go right into the other side. Kickstand or lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to march. Opposite arm and leg reach. Hips stay leveled. Again, you can go kickstand. Good. Let's go here for 5, 4. Landing softly. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Shake it out. All right. We're going to come into tree. So for tree, again, you can stay kickstand. We're going to get really strong in that left leg. Left foot is grounded. You're going to set your gaze. This can be your tree today, kickstand. Calf or full version, inner thigh. We're going to stay here with our hands in prayer as we settle into this, into your version. Foot presses into your leg, leg into your foot. Your knee is back so that your hip is opening. You're staying facing the front of the room. Depending on your balance, you can grow your tree and hold for 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to ease out of this very slow and controlled. Shifting your weight. Engage your leg muscles. Foot is grounded. Abs drawn in. Kickstand. Calf. Inner thigh. You go where you can and hold for 5, or stay here. I'm jumping into it. So let's settle in. Sorry. Breathe. You can raise your arms up for 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. We're going to go back to those squats. So narrow stance or wide. And we're going to come in and out of them for 5. Good. Exhale to lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And our last move is going to combine strength and balance as we take a calf raise. Again, you can hold on to the wall or piece of furniture, nice and tall. You're going to lift and then slowly lower down. So exhale to lift, slowly lower down. Abs drawn in, setting your gaze, and let's lift and slowly lower down. We'll call this one 4. Slowly lower down. Good. 5. Pause and lower with control. 6. Lift. Exhale and lower. Good. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And shake it out. All right. Let's take a nice big inhale, reach up. And exhale, release. Let's do it again. Big inhale, reach. And exhale. End in prayer. Just gaze down, thumbs pressed into your chest. Close your eyes or do both. Acknowledge yourself for coming to your mat, rolling it out, and working on balance, strength, some core work. Working on aging gracefully. Working on you so you can show up in a healthier, stronger way for others. Showing up to fulfill your purpose that God has for you in just a healthier, stronger way. Acknowledging yourself for taking the modifications, listening to your body and giving it what it needs, and giving thanks for this incredible body that you've been gifted just as it is. Take one more full inhale. Exhale it out. My heart tears. Thank you for joining me. And let me know how this goes. Balance is so important to work on. And this is something that you can come back to. And the more you come back to it, the more consistently you work on it, it will improve. It will get better. And so just be consistent with it. Take the modifications, but then when you're able to see what the next level, if you can do the next level, maybe you can do it just for a second, 1 count. That's great. And then go back to the modification. But that's how you grow. That's how you learn. That's how you challenge yourself. That's how you get better, how you get stronger. Let me know how this goes. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for joining in. And remember to share and subscribe. And catch me live as well today, 9 to 10 a.m. I teach Renew and Restore. Fridays, 9 to 10 a.m. online. It's all about core work, which it goes hand in hand with balance. It's called Yoga Lattes. And then Mondays, we incorporate weights with yoga, iron yoga, 9 to 10. Reach out. I would love to share the link and more information with you and get you here live. Love to see you. All right. Thanks again. Take care. Have a great day.